The Zero Clash has ended, and reality itself is shattered. Son Goku floats at the very edge of existence, gazing out at what was once the multiverse. It's now a spiderweb of broken glass, each shimmering shard a universe blinking out of existence. His Omni-Paradox aura, that radiant flame of infinite presence, begins to flicker and dim. He is everywhere, connected to every timeline, and that very omnipresence has become his undoing. Zero Prime's anti-existence field is using his infinite connections as a superhighway to erase him from all realities at once. From a distance, Vegeta's desperate cry cuts through the silence. "Kakarot, stop this madness. You're destroying yourself." But Goku only offers a faint, gentle smile. He feels Vegeta's fear, his unwavering loyalty, but he knows what must be done. Across the void, the crack in Zero Prime's form seals itself. The entity reforms, its voice echoing through the collapsing dimensions. Existence cannot defeat anti-existence. Your efforts only delay the inevitable. And in that moment, Goku understands a terrifying truth. His power is too vast, too spread out, too infinite. The more omnipresent he becomes, the more vulnerable he is to Zero Prime's absolute erasure. He is a boundless ocean, but Zero Prime is a void that can swallow it whole. A plan begins to form in his mind. A strategy born not of power, but of sacrifice. The only way to defeat a being that feeds on infinity is to stop being infinite and become singular once more. This realization brings with it a heart-wrenching choice. To sever his connection to the infinite timelines means that countless alternate versions of himself, billions of Gokus across every conceivable reality, will simply cease to exist. It's a sacrifice of unimaginable scale, but it is the only way to save the multiverse from total annihilation. As if summoned by this thought, they appear around him. A council of his other selves, a sea of orange and blue stretching into the void. Super Saiyan 3. Goku with his stern brow. The serene Ultra Instinct Goku. A bright-eyed child Goku clutching his power pole. A weary but proud father Goku. And the regal sovereign Goku, a king of gods. They all look at him, their creator, their prime self, and speak with a single, unified voice. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, a tear streaks down Goku's glowing face. He had embraced his infinite nature, the endless possibilities, the man he was, and the countless men he could have become. He never wanted to lose them, to lose those parts of himself. But as he grieves, Zero Prime seizes the opportunity. A pulse of pure anti-existence washes over the council. One by one, the alternate Gokus smile a final, knowing smile before fading into nothingness. Vegeta watches in sheer horror from afar, his voice trembling. "Kakarot, what are you doing?" He sees thousands, millions of Gokus disappearing, their light extinguished in an instant. With a final, resolute breath, Goku lets go. He releases his infinite awareness, his connection to every moment that ever was or could be, and centers his entire being, his very soul, into a single timeline, his own. The cosmic threads that bind him to infinity snap one by one, each break sending a tremor through the fabric of reality. The multiverse shudders as Son Goku, the Omni-Paradox Saiyan, collapses into a single point of existence. His fractal multiversal aura implodes, the infinite flames vanishing completely. His body, once a vessel for boundless energy, returns to a more familiar humanoid form. But his eyes glow with a clarity and depth they never possessed before. Zero Prime pauses, its cold logic unable to process this move. "You have weakened yourself. Why surrender infinity?" Goku looks up, his voice no longer an echo across realities, but the quiet, firm voice of one man. "Because being infinite means being nowhere. I want to exist, here." As the void of infinity is purged from his being, something new rushes in to fill its place. It's the accumulated will, the fighting spirit, the sheer love for life from every single Goku he just sacrificed. Their hopes, their dreams, their power, All of it merges within him, not as cosmic energy, but as a pure, concentrated spiritual force. A new state is born from this ultimate sacrifice, absolute life instinct. A form powered not by the scale of infinity, but by the singular, unyielding desire to live. Zero Prime, sensing this strange new power, attacks again. It unleashes a deletion wave, a tide of absolute nothingness designed to wipe out all matter. But this time, something impossible happens. The wave of erasure bends and parts around Goku, flowing past him like light around a star. His existence, now rooted in heart, will, and emotion, cannot be deleted by a logic that doesn't understand it. And for the first time in its eternal empty existence, Zero Prime feels something. It recoils, clutching its chest, as an alien sensation rips through its void form. What is this sensation? Goku stands firm, his new aura glowing like a gentle dawn. It's life, he says, something you've never known. With that, the final charge begins. Goku rockets forward, his absolute life instinct flaring like a supernova, a beacon of pure existence against a backdrop of utter non-being. And in that moment, Zero Prime experiences another first: fear. I do not want to end. This single primal thought, this desire to persist, destabilizes the very foundation of the zero dimension. It's a contradiction it cannot contain. Goku's fist connects. A single final punch powered by every sacrifice, every alternate life given up for this one moment. Infinity traded for purpose. Zero Prime's void shell cracks, fractures, and shatters under the weight of a life truly lived. The battle is over. Goku stands alone, breathing heavily in the now quiet dimension. The Omni-Paradox is gone. Infinity is gone. He is just one Goku again, a single man in a single timeline. But as he feels the power thrumming in his veins, a power born of unity and sacrifice, he knows he is stronger, more complete, than any infinite version of himself ever was. He looks at his hands, no longer conduits for endless realities, but his own. A whisper escapes his lips, a final acceptance. This is who I truly am, and that's enough. The zero dimension trembles, its master defeated, but the final outcome for all of reality still hangs in the balance. The cost of victory is a story yet to be told. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what comes next.